Now I am taking second year BCom Business Taxation. We already solved the problems relating to the gratuity as well as pension. Now next problem is related to the combination of both gratuity as well as pension. So the problem is like this. Vijay retired from service on 28th February. So he retired from service on 28th February of the previous year after serving for 31 years, 6 months and 12 days. Then he received rupees 4,80,000 gratuity. So he is receiving the gratuity of rupees 4,80,000. His last drawn salary was 24,000. So last drawn salary is 24,000. Basic and rupees 5,000 DA fixed. So DA is fixed. It is given 5,000. It is fixed. Next, the annual increment is rupees 500. It is due in the month of 1st October. So it is due in the month of October. Next, he also commuted half of his pension. So it is important. He commuted half of his pension and received rupees 2,40,000. So half of the pension and received rupees 2,40,000. Compute his taxable commuted pension and taxable gratuity. And it is given he is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. So here we have to calculate both the gratuity as well as pension. So here it is given he is not covered under the Payment of Gratuity Act. So it is the second case. He is not covered under the Gratuity Act. So first we have to calculate the 10 months average salary. So first we have to calculate 10 months average salary. So here increment is given. Therefore we have to write with increment and without increment. And we are calculating the gratuity. So here, if it is given 28th February means we have to take into consideration the previous month. That means February means we have to take here January. So increment is due on in the month of October. So October, November, December, then here January. So 4 months is with increment. Then last salary is given. That is last salary means the salary at the time of retirement. That means it includes the increment also. So with increment 24,000 into 4 months, that is from October to January. So gratuity means once again we have to write the previous month here. Instead of February we have to write here January. Then from October, so include October, November, December, January. So with increment is 4 months. Without increment, so increment amount is 500. Without increment means 24,000 minus this 500. We have to deduct the 500 rupees. So we get 23,500. Once again, we are calculating 10 months average salary. Therefore, out of 10 months, 4 months is with increment. So 10 minus 4 means here we have to write 6 months. 6 months. So 10 months is average salary calculation ಮಾಡುವುದು. With increment 4 months ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Without increment ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ 10 minus 4 6 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So multiply here. So it will be 96,000. Here 23,500 into 6. It is 1,41,000. So the total is 2,37,000. Here DA is given only fixed. and DP to retirement. If it enters into retirement benefit, then only we have to add into the salary. But here it is clearly given, it is fixed. That means it not enters into the retirement benefit. Therefore, here we should not take it into consideration. So 10 months salary is over. We need 10 months average salary. Therefore, 10 months average salary is equal to 2,37,000 divided by 10 is equal to 23,700. So 10 months average salary is 23,700. After calculating the 10 months average salary, we have to calculate the gratuity. Next step is we have to calculate gratuity if the SSC is not covered under the Gratuity Act. If he is not covered under the Gratuity Act, we have to calculate the gratuity. Provide 2 columns here. Then write computation of taxable gratuity. Computation of taxable gratuity. So the rule is actual gratuity received. Actual gratuity received. It is given in the problem. Actual gratuity received is 4,80,000. 4,80,000 less exempt under section 1010. Within bracket we have to write list. Another number here is actual gratuity received. First rule is actual gratuity received. It is same 4,80,000. Next, he is not covered under the Gratuity Act. So here the second rule is half of the salary for completed years of half month salary for the completed years of service. For the completed years of service, half month salary for the completed years of service. So we already calculated his salary, that is 23,700. 23,700. Here half means 1/2 into number of number of years service, 31 years, 6 months and 12 days. In this case, fraction of the month should be ignored. In case of not covered under the Gratuity Act, the fraction of the month should be avoided. So instead of 31 years, 6 months, 12 days, we have to take only 31. Only 31. So multiply by 31. So we get 3,67,350. 3,67,350. Then third rule is statutory limit. Here statutory limit is 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs. Out of this, least of the following is 3,67,350. 3,67,350. Therefore, the taxable gratuity will be 11,000. It is 1,12,650. So deduct from this 4,80,000 minus 3,67,350. It will be 1,12,650 is taxable. So if he is receiving 4,80,000 gratuity and he is not covered under the Gratuity Act, then his taxable gratuity will be 1,12,650. So our 4,80,000 ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವನು ನಾಟ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾಚ್ಯುಯಿಟಿ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಷ್ಟು 1,12,650. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ he is also receiving the pension. So he is receiving the gratuity as well as pension. Now we have to calculate the taxable pension amount. So next is we have to calculate the pension. So only one rule for pension, that is, if the SSC receive the gratuity, if he is receiving the gratuity, then half of his committed pension, and if he is not receiving the gratuity, then 1/3 of committed pension will be taxable. 1/3 of the committed pension will be taxable. Here he is receiving the gratuity because it is given he is receiving the gratuity of 4,80,000. So he is receiving the gratuity of 4,80,000. So the rules is half of the gratuity received. Sorry, if he is receiving the gratuity, then 1/3 of the commuted pension is taxable. If he is not receiving the gratuity, then half. So here is receiving the gratuity, therefore 1/3 of the commuted pension is taxable. So first we have to write commuted pension received. He is receiving the commuted pension 2,40,000. 2,40,000. Here it is given, it is important, commuted half of his pension. So this is important. So let's exempt under section 10(a). In this case, once again, if he is receiving the gratuity, then 1/3 of the commuted pension is taxable. If he is not receiving the gratuity, then half of the commuted pension is taxable. So here it is given commuted pension. No, here it is clearly given commuted half of the pension. So commuted pension ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ 2,40,000. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಕಮ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 2,40,000 is nothing but half. ಅದು half ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? If see here, if half means we are writing 1/2. So here we have to write opposite. That means instead of 1/2, we have to write 2/1. And actually it is like this. For half means 2,40,000. Full pension means how much? That means 2,40,000 into 1 divided by half. Divided by half means 2/1. So 2/1. He is receiving the gratuity. Therefore it is 1/3. 1/3. So ಹೀಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ he commuted half of his pension ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಸಿಗದವರಿಗೆ 2,40,000. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಫುಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಕಮ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಹಾಫಿಗೆ 2,40,000 ಅಂದರೆ ಫುಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 2,40,000 into 1 divided by half ಅಂತ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಅದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರುವ ಉಲ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ, 2/1 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು 2/1 ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಹಾಫಿಗೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು 1/3 ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ he is receiving the gratuity under section 10(a), if he is receiving the gratuity, then 1/3 of the commuted pension. If he is not receiving the gratuity, then half of the commuted pension. So here this half is by 2/1. Then this is for gratuity receiving. So it is 1,60,000. So out of 2,40,000, 1,60,000 is exempted, and the remaining amount 80,000 is taxable. So taxable gratuity commuted pension will be 80,000. If he is receiving 2,40,000 pension and his half of the commuted pension is 2,40,000, and if he is receiving the gratuity, it is clearly given in the problem, he is receiving a gratuity of 4,80,000, and we already calculated the taxability of the gratuity also. So first we have already calculated his taxable gratuity. Now we are calculating his pension. Therefore, he is receiving the gratuity is confirmed. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯಿಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಅವನು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, he is receiving the gratuity, therefore we have to take 1/3 here. So out of 2,40,000, 80,000 will be the taxable pension. So this is the problem, which is a combination of gratuity and pension. With this we can end this class. Thank you.